This is not just a message. This is a divine call. If you're hearing this, it's because Jesus is reaching out to you right now. Imagine if I told you that the biggest lie you've ever believed is the one you keep telling yourself every single day. What if I told you that you are not who people think you are, and you are not defined by your mistakes? The truth is, there's a hidden secret about your life, a secret so powerful that once you discover it, you will never see yourself the same way again. And here's the shocking part. This truth was written into your soul long before you were even born. Today, I'm about to reveal something that has the power to shake your heart, transform your mind, and rewrite your entire future. But the real question is, are you ready to hear the truth that could change everything you thought you knew about yourself? From the very beginning of time, God has never once created something without intention. The stars were placed with precision, the oceans were measured with care, and the earth was set on its foundation with wisdom. And in the middle of that perfect order, He thought of you. Not randomly, not accidentally, but intentionally. You are not a product of chance or error. You are His miracle. Yet, for many people, there is a silent struggle that never leaves their heart. They walk through life carrying an unspoken question. Am I really meant to be here? Do I matter at all? When the weight of failure sits heavy, when the sting of rejection burns deep, when loneliness echoes in the night, it is easy to believe the lie that says, you are a mistake. But God's voice is stronger than that lie, and He says, no, you are not a mistake. You are my miracle. Think about this truth. Before your parents even thought of you, before society placed a label on you, before anyone could define you, God already declared you. He said, I knew you before I formed you in the womb. That means every detail of who you are was crafted on purpose. Your strengths, your quirks, even your scars, He shaped them all with design. You are not here by coincidence. You are a living testimony of divine intention. But life has a way of pushing us into doubt. Maybe you've been overlooked at work. Maybe you've poured yourself into relationships that crumbled. Maybe your dreams have collapsed under the weight of disappointment. Every failure feels like a stamp of proof on the lie. See, you don't belong. See, you're not enough. And if you're not careful, that whisper of doubt grows louder than the voice of truth. The enemy of your soul loves this. He doesn't need to destroy you to defeat you. He only needs to convince you that you're already defeated. If he can persuade you that you are nothing, then you will live like you are nothing. You will stop trying. You will shrink back. You will play small. That's why doubt is so dangerous. It's not just an emotion. It's a strategy to keep you from walking in your true identity. But look closer. Why would the enemy fight you so hard? Why would he try so desperately to convince you that you don't matter? Because you do matter. Because you are marked by purpose. Because you are, in fact, a miracle. Here is a powerful truth. The greater the opposition, the greater the assignment. The storms in your life are not random. They are not punishment. They are proof. Proof that there is something inside you worth resisting. Proof that your life has weight. The enemy does not waste bullets on empty targets. If you feel like you have been under relentless attack, it's not because you are weak. It's because you are significant. And yet, we are quick to misinterpret this. We look at pain as proof that God has abandoned us. But pain is often proof that He is shaping us. Just as diamonds are formed under extreme pressure and gold is purifying through fire, so too are we refined by the struggles we endure. Every scar you carry is not evidence of your failure. It is evidence of your survival. You went through things that should have destroyed you, yet you are still standing. That is not a mistake. That is a miracle. Do you realize how unlikely your very existence is? Science says the probability of you being born, you, with your DNA, your personality, your exact fingerprint, is 1 in 400 trillion. Those odds are so small, they are practically impossible. And yet, here you are, alive, breathing, chosen. Do you understand what that means? It means your life is already proof of the miraculous. Out of billions of possibilities, God chose this exact moment, this exact place, this exact generation for you to exist. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's divine strategy. But being a miracle is not just about existing. It is about living with the awareness that your existence carries weight. Too many people survive without truly living. They walk through each day waiting for permission, waiting for validation, waiting for someone else to say, "Yes, you are enough." But you don't need permission when you already have God's approval. You don't need validation from people when you already carry the stamp of heaven. You are His miracle. But miracles are not meant to hide. Have you ever seen a miracle that was supposed to stay in the shadows? No miracles shine. Miracles are visible. Miracles spark faith in others. Your life is not just for you. It is designed to be a light for others. And when you embrace that, when you step fully into who God says you are, you become unstoppable. Now, here's the challenge. Many people know this truth in their head, but have not yet believed it in their heart. They nod along and say, "Yes, God loves me," but deep down they still live chained to shame, chained to fear, chained to regret. They hold on to the belief that their mistakes define them. But let me tell you, your mistakes are not your identity. Your identity is miracle. Consider this. Even the most successful people in history had failures. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Michael Jordan missed more shots than he made. Abraham Lincoln lost election after election before becoming president. Were they mistakes because they failed? No, their failures were part of the process that revealed their destiny. In the same way, your failures are not proof of your worthlessness. They are stepping stones toward your calling. And yet, we often let failure freeze us. We let one rejection stop us from trying again. We let one betrayal harden our hearts. We let one mistake define our whole future. But God is saying to you today, stop letting the past write your story. You are not a mistake. You are my miracle. What if you started living like that was true? Imagine waking up each day knowing that you were handcrafted by God, placed here with purpose, and marked by destiny. Imagine making decisions not out of fear, but out of faith. Imagine pursuing dreams not with hesitation, but with confidence that you are chosen. That's what it looks like to live as a miracle. And let's be clear, living as a miracle is not about arrogance. It's not about thinking you are better than anyone else. It's about recognizing that your life is a gift, and gifts are meant to be used. If you bury your gift out of fear, the world loses out. But when you release your gift, when you walk in your calling, lives are changed. Now, let's talk about abundance, because God did not create you to merely survive. He created you to thrive. Being His miracle means you are designed for a life of overflow, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and relationally. True wealth is not just about money. It is about peace of mind. It is about freedom. It is about having more than enough to bless others. God's miracles are never just for themselves. They ripple outward, touching everyone around them. Think of the miracle of the 5 loaves and 2 fish. A small boy's lunch became enough to feed thousands. Why? Because when something is placed in the hands of God, it multiplies. Your life is the same. On your own, you may feel small, insignificant, or limited. But in God's hands, you become more than enough. You become multiplied. You become abundant. So the question is, are you living in that truth? Or are you still letting fear hold you back? Too often, we wait for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions before stepping out. But miracles don't wait for perfection. They create it. Miracles happen when ordinary people trust God with extraordinary faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Every day you spend believing the lie that you are a mistake is a day stolen from your destiny. Every moment you waste shrinking back is a moment the world loses out on the miracle you are. This is not the time to delay. This is not the season to hesitate. This is the moment to rise up, to step into your identity, to declare with confidence, I am not a mistake. I am His miracle. And maybe you're thinking, but what about my scars? What about my past? What about all the ways I've failed? Those scars are not evidence of weakness. They are evidence of grace. They are proof that you survived. They are reminders that even in your lowest moments, God's hand was on you. Your scars tell a story, not of defeat, but of victory. You see, the world celebrates perfection, but God celebrates redemption. He doesn't need flawless people. He needs willing people. He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And you, right now, are called. You don't need to fix every flaw before God can use you. He can use you right in the middle of your mess. That's what makes it a miracle. So, don't hide your scars. Don't bury your story. Don't let shame silence you. Your survival is someone else's hope. Your testimony is someone else's breakthrough. When you live openly as a miracle, you give permission for others to believe they are miracles too. Every day is an opportunity to live this out. Every decision is a chance to align with the truth of who you are. When fear tells you to hold back, faith reminds you to press forward. When doubt says you can't, God whispers that you can. When the world calls you a mistake, heaven declares you a miracle. And here is the urgency. You don't have unlimited time. Life is short. Opportunities pass. Doors close. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. That's why you cannot wait to step into this truth. You cannot delay your destiny another day. The time is now. The moment is here. You must live as the miracle God created you to be. Because when you do, everything changes. Your relationships shift. Your mindset transforms. Your future expands. And suddenly, you are no longer living as someone who wonders if they matter. You are living as someone who knows they are chosen. You have carried the weight of doubt long enough. You have questioned your worth long enough. You have looked at your scars and called them mistakes. But today, heaven itself is reminding you, you are not a mistake. You are God's miracle. The very fact that you are still here, after the battles, after the storms, after everything that tried to break you, is proof that you are chosen, destined, and unstoppable. So walk boldly, live fully, shine unapologetically, because the world doesn't need another copy. It needs the miracle of you. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't hide for another day. The time is now. Step into who God created you to be, and never forget this one truth. You were never an accident. You are His miracle, and miracles are meant to change the world.